You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, folks, welcome back. I meant to hit this button. Go to my iPad, please. Eugene made this point. It's right there. Y'all see right there? Joe Biden's agenda for the black community. It's right there. If you click the button, you will see what is on here. Okay? Create wealth in the black community, invest in our community through housing, protect and build on Obamacare, invest in our students and educators, support education beyond high school, invest in the clean energy revolution and environmental justice, make a transformational investment in our country's infrastructure, strengthen the right to vote, strengthen America's commitment to justice, end violence against women. Those are what's on that agenda. Real quick, I'm gonna go to our panel before I go to my next guest. It's there, Cleo, but you said, though, you got to communicate it. Okay, Cleo, how do you do it?
You make it a part of the discussion when you're running for president. You make it something that you demonstratively break down for your audience while you being the candidate, while you're trying to prove yourself to the people that you want to vote for you in terms that are undeniable. That is sitting on a website is not good enough. That is there is good, but it's not good enough.
So you're saying he's never discussed it?
Well, I don't know if he's never discussed it. I haven't watched every debate. I haven't watched all of Joe Biden's moves.
Right, but if you're saying he needs to do this, but you haven't seen the debates, how do you know he hasn't done it?
Well, because the ones I have seen it, he hasn't done it enough for me.
Hold on, you said enough for me, which means he's done it, but he doesn't enough. So which one is it? He has it, or he's not done it enough?
Okay, I'm saying two things. One is I have not followed all of his movements. He might have done something, is very likely he's done something that I've never seen. When I have seen him debate, I have not seen him or any of the candidates talk about issues wrong to black people in ways that made it real clear that they had our back.
Well, and this is what I'll say, Eugene, part of that problem is but that's also what happens when you also don't have discussions where you don't have debates or town halls on black networks where black people are. I mean, let's just cut to the chase, y'all. You're not going to have those conversations in depth on mainstream networks that are white controlled. You're not. So, I mean, it's like we want these things to happen on MSNBC, CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, ABC. That ain't happening. So part of the issue here is, which I've been saying, I'm going to need black networks to also wake the hell up to share that kind of information for our people. I just want one black network to have a damn town hall with Joe Biden or even Trump. Give me one.
In Roland, that has not occurred. It does. And recognize, and the black people have a reaction to that. But I want to say real quick, they'll probably, if I may.
Real quick, but I'm going to Eugene, then Scott.
Ever since I've known of you, you have been able to brilliantly address political issues. What you just got finished breaking down was all true. I support it. It was brilliant. If anybody actually followed step of what you recommended, we would be in good shape. There's some perspectives and states of mind in the black community that maybe one day we'll deal with that have an impact on how black people respond, as particularly black males. I said before on your show that there's a lot of black males who are going to support Trump and or who are going to talk like P. Diddy in terms of being neutral and need somebody to prove something to them. There's a perspective, there's a reaction to a hostile environment that black men live in that this society and that Democrats has not resolved.
Got it.
The police brutality, the portrayal in media, the criminality, the over-incarceration, et cetera, has not been resolved, and there has not been a Democratic Party speaker that with some power and clout that's act like they care about that issue enough to change it. So, along with how I described Obama earlier, these things have a cumulative effect that throws a wrench in whether people should trust Biden or anybody else or not, and they have to prove themselves, and they usually don't. And because they don't, that's why black people don't go to the polls. They went to the polls for Obama because he was black.
All right, Eugene, then Scott, and then I'm going to my next guest. Go, Eugene.
The thing is this, a black network eventually has to step up, and with proper planning, it actually could be a cost-neutral situation. It would have been a cost-neutral situation because you're going to have sponsors that are going to sit up and want that airtime. And it didn't happen this cycle. It absolutely 2022, 2024, it absolutely has to happen.
Scott?
One of the Democratic presidential debates was at a historical black college.
On ABC. It was on ABC.
It was a damn disgrace that the whatever you define as the African American agenda or issues important to African American was not discussed.
Well, in fact, you actually had a much deeper discussion about black people at the debate that was on ABC that was in New Hampshire versus the one that was at Texas Southern University. I was there. You're absolutely right. Go ahead.
That's right. And the last debate where there was more than two candidates, there was a substantive debate. Almost each candidate who didn't look like anybody on this network trying to put forth their African-American bona fides on a litany of issues, which was really surprising. I think all of the Democratic presidential candidates had an agenda in writing, but also in their discussions. But remember, the first three, you didn't get to South Carolina, where you had black people in the majority voting. So I think what Biden's attraction, or why Biden is attractive to African Americans, is not just Barack Obama, but he's been there and he's comfortable talking about these issues. He doesn't talk to black people or at them. He talks to them because of his years of public service, and that's why they trust him. That's why he won South Carolina, and that's why he's going to be the Democratic nominee. We cannot ignore that, nor can we hold him or anyone else to some racial litmus test on perfection, because he's imperfect as well. So I think he was convincing. I think all the Democratic candidates were convincing. But Roland, you said something about the definition of power. Your soliloquy or your presentation earlier was a definition of power, not just political power, but any power, and that is accountability. And so I think our work with Biden and the Democratic Party generally has to be about that organization build-out. And so I think we're going to be in good shape and better shape, but black people got to vote in massive numbers, not just register.
But bottom line is you can't vote unless you can't get to them to vote unless you register them. You can't register them unless you educate and get them to talk about why, what they care about, and what matters to them. And so it all goes hand in hand. Every single night, we've got some of the top black experts. You're not going to see them on cable news or broadcast news because you swear black people aren't experts when it comes to this health crisis. That's why we have this show and why we do what we do every day on Roland Martin Unfiltered. Joining us right now is retired General Russell Honore, the nation's first black Surgeon General, Dr. Joycelyn Elders. John Hope Bryant, he is the founder of Operation Hope. Senator Kamala Harris of California, Dr. Sadrina Calder, retired General Lloyd Austin, Congresswoman Karen Bass, Commissioner Omari Harding, Bureau President in Brooklyn, Eric Adams, Dr. Joseph Graves, America's Wealth Coach, Deborah Owens, Dr. Corey Abear, Patal Saul, Howard University student, Pastor Jamal Bryant, Dr. Christy McDowell, Benja Ajilore, senior economist at the Center for American Progress, Gilda Daniels, again, author of the book, The Crisis of Voter Suppression in America. 4 stars, General Kip Ward, Dr. Oliver Brooks is president of the National Medical Association, president of the American Medical Association, Dr. Patrice Harris, Joby Benjamin, Dr. Alexia Gaffney, infectious disease specialist, Dr. Georges Benjamin, executive director of the American Public Health Association, Malcolm Nance, family medicine physician, Dr. Jen Caudle, Dr. Tashaka Cunningham, a molecular biologist, Kat Stafford. She's a national race and ethnicity reporter for the Associated Press. Dr. Wayne A.I. Frederick, who is the president of Howard University, Congresswoman Yvette Clarke from the state of New York, William Spriggs, AFL-CIO economist, Andrea James, executive director of the National Council for Incarcerated and Formerly Incarcerated Women and Girls. All right, let's go to Capitol Hill. Congressman Gregory Meeks, Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson of Texas, Congresswoman Barbara Lee, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, mental health clinician Jamie Singletary, Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha Brayboy, as well as Dylan Hayrie, ACLU Justice Division strategist. Dr. Cindy Duke, she is a virologist. Principal Steve Perry of Capitol Press. Health and wellness specialist Dr. Yolandra Hancock. Desmond Meade, president of the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition. Cliff Albright, who is the co-founder of Black Voters Matter. Michael Harriet with The Root. Mina McWhorter, founder of Love by the Hand. Dr. Julianne Malvo, economist, president, Emerita Bennett College. Coroner Michael Fowler is the mayor of Atlanta. Keisha Lance Bottoms, mental health therapist Suzette Clark. Justin Gibney, attorney and political strategist, and Bishop Vincent Matthews Jr. Dr. Suzette McKinney, CEO and Executive Director of the Illinois Medical District, Dr. Leon Madugal, President-elect of the National Medical Association, Jana Bailey, Mayor of Moss Point, Mississippi, Mario King. We're going to keep driving this thing to make sure our people are fully aware, safe, protected from coronavirus. You're getting the top medical experts, the top business experts, top political experts, top religious experts, because that's why we do what we do. Unapologetically and unfiltered. Ain't nobody else in the black media space doing what we do. Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.